we are going to add a fun story to the mix today, Ambitious Girl by Meena Harris, illustrated by Marissa Valdez. Some of you may have seen this already, but it just came out recently, and it's all about the power of being assertive and finding your voice, no matter who you are. Ambitious Girl by Meena Harris. Let's take a look. This is by Little, Brown and Company. That's the publisher who makes the book. And this is the inside title page that I'm starting on. I do want to let you guys know a neat connection about Miss Meena Harris, who dedicated the book for her grandma, who taught her that ambition could mean she could do anything. Is that she was born into a family of ambitious women, including her grandmother, Shyamala Gopalan, who was a cancer researcher and civil rights activist, her mother, Maya Harris, who's a lawyer and policy expert, and someone who you may have heard of before, her aunt, who was former Senator Kamala Harris and now our current vice president. So there's some neat connections. Meena herself is a lawyer, an entrepreneur, and author, and works with Phenomenal, which is a female powerful organization that brings awareness to social causes. She's in San Francisco. And what's neat about the illustrator, Marissa Valdez, is that she grew up on the South Texas border, dreaming about a day that she'd be drawing for her job. And it sounds like she has managed to make those dreams come true. We talked about goals and dreams in class with our affirmations, and that was one of her dreams that she has been to see come to fruition, which means to make something happen. And she has a degree in animation from Massachusetts College of Art and Design and has worked as a teacher. So some neat connections there with the illustrator also. So I am bringing that into our story mix today. So what do we notice about this page? What do we notice about the colors and about the images? What is she saying? You might notice, for example, that I am choosing to wear a cape today. I think wearing a cape while reading stories is perfectly appropriate. You could wear a towel or a sheet or a tablecloth or anything that you could use to come up with a cape, since we're thinking about being ambitious. Look at the words you see on this page. You might notice some. Too ambitious, too loud, too proud, too confident, too persistent. What do some of those words mean? Don't let anyone tell you who you are. You tell them who you are. When I grow up, I hope to be all the things I can see in a world that's changing fast and slow. A world I'm only beginning to know. We're still writing our stories. We're still beginning. I want to go, go, go out the gate, but sometimes all I hear is wait. And if I try to resist, it's you're too this or too that. Too much of this or too much of that. Wonder how that's making her feel. Those words may try to dim my light. But Mommy says that words passed down can build me up to new heights. Standing tall like a soaring tower, I am valued, I am loved. I have purpose, hope, and power. That Mommy's using words to build her up. Ahead of me, sisters, aunties, mothers have opened so many doors. Grandma says, you may be the first someday, but don't be the last. Make space for more. Whether it's opening up opportunity for voting rights, running for president like Shirley Chisholm, who was one of the first women to run for president, making change, going into outer space. scientists and researchers and teachers. No one can tell me who I am or who I'm meant to be. Auntie says, what has always been is all they're able to see. I'll take my time and claim my place and show this world this is me, proudly. Let's look at some of these words. What do we explore? Listen to this word, persistent. Persistent means I won't give up. Assertive means I won't back down. Confident means I believe in me. And proud means I cheer for us, the world around. I really like that definition of proud. It celebrates in different ways. Ambitious means all of that and more. I have goals, but I'm not keeping score. Ambitious girls, we get things done. If life's a race, we're ready to run. If we fall, we get back up. And if we fail, it's a chance to disrupt. Remember, we talked about failing as part of the learning process. It's that first attempt at learning and an important part of growing and changing and succeeding. It's not to this or to that that will stop what's inside us from flowering. From now on, when I hear to that or to this, I won't mind. It's empowering. I'll take up space, I'll shout if I please, I'll laugh and I'll play and I'll jump at the sun. I'll wear the words thrown at me and I won't take no from anyone. How is she using her voice? She's making sure that she can be heard. I'm not afraid to make some noise. I'm more than ready to use my voice. We're going to talk about using our voice in class and creating space so that your voice is represented. Because there's no to that or to this when it comes to being ambitious. What a big word. What a wonderful word to have goals and dreams, to have ambition and drive, to believe in yourself. The author's note is that she sometimes grew up in a family that was sort of like the opening scene of the first Wonder Woman movie, which is an inspiration for my cape, of course. I was surrounded, she says, by smart, strong, ambitious women who ran around supporting one another and saving the world. My mom, aunt, and grandma raised me to believe that ambition was a good thing. Ambition means owning and living your purpose. It means self-determination. It never occurred to me until I was much older that this could be anything but positive, something to be celebrated. I've worked hard to make sure my own daughters are raised with these same fundamental values that shaped my childhood. So when I heard people criticizing one of the women in our family for being too ambitious, and it was amplified by the media and the news, it stopped me in my tracks. I didn't understand. Not because I hadn't heard something like that before, but because as a parent, I felt a new sense of urgency to make sure my young daughters and girls all over the world, and I tell my sons the same thing and all my students, claim the tools and language to reframe, redefine what will invariably be things you hear in the real world. Reclaim and redefine. In writing this book, my greatest hope is that girls dare to define their own unique purpose in the world, and that they grow into strong, ambitious women. By Meena Harris. I enjoyed having you listen to the story, and I look forward to hearing what you think about using your voice can mean for you.